Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Daniel. Look, right. So I've always been asked this question on what is the best protein powder to use to either gain muscle or burn fat off the body, right? So just to introduce myself a little bit, my name is Daniel. I currently am a supplement specialist outside of San Antonio, Texas. I am also a fitness coach as well. And I'm just starting the YouTube space, man. And I'm just learning. I'm trying to practice, get the repetition in so I can bring you guys the best value, right? So I'm going to get down to it. We're going to explain and break down the types of protein, the best of my knowledge that I can give to you guys. And so I hope you guys enjoy it, man. So we're going to start off, right? So there's different types of proteins. You got whey, you got casein, you got plant-based, right? Those are the three main ones that are most popular, right? So, right, there's a bunch of factors that you got to consider when, of course, choosing the right protein, right? Whether you're trying to build muscle, whether you're trying to burn fat out the body, right? Those are obviously going to be the main factors. But you also got to think about the allergies, whether you're allergic to the type of protein, because a lot of the proteins are made on the factory. There might be peanuts, shellfish, all those ingredients that might be made on that factory, right, with the protein being made, right? So all those factors you got to keep in mind, right? So another thing obviously is going to be we're going to talk about the content in terms of on the back of the label, the type of protein content you want to be looking for, right? In the protein powder, right? So now, obviously, if you guys don't already know, protein is going to be one of the main macronutrients that we obviously use for repair and recovery, right? For building muscle after we just hit a sick ass workout, right? We're gonna need protein powder regardless, right? So we know that protein is going to be one of the main macronutrients, right? Our bodies can produce proteins to repair and recover itself, so we have to get that from food that we eat, right? And then powder is going to give you a bunch of vitamins, things like that you can't get outside of food, right? It doesn't give you that much vitamins. You have to hit your protein goal, and it's impossible to eat it. It's impossible to eat all of your protein and just whole foods. So you got to implement and supplement protein powders into the mix, right? So that's one thing, right? Now, let's start off with protein, right? Now, protein, we're going to start off with whey, right? We're going to start off with whey, right? Whey isolate is actually going to come from milk, right? It's going to come from milk. And, right, there's two type of milks. There's going to be casein, and there's also going to be, obviously, milk, right? Casein is going to be 80% of a protein, and casein is going to be 20%. Casein is going to be 80%, and whey is going to be 20%, right? So, with protein, it's going to be an EAA, which is essential amino acid, right? We can't get our protein from food, so we have to get that from an outside source, right? So that's going to be whey, right? We're talking about whey is going to be a milk, right? It's going to be coming from a soy. It's going to be actual milk. So if you're lactose, it's not going to be the one for you, right? But whey is fast digested. It's a lot more faster to digest in the body, and it puts your body in a state of building, right, after exercise, and just keeps feeding your muscles nutrients, and it's very fast digested, right? So the next one is going to be a concentrate. Now, concentrates typically they're a little bit more cheaper. You get them at the stores like Walmart or those convenience stores like that. They're usually found on the shelf, and they're a little bit more cheaper, right? And there's nothing wrong with those, right? It's not that they're not high quality. It's just because they're not that, the purity is not that pure, right? So let's say, for example, Optimum Nutrition. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. We usually see them on the shelf, right? Those will be a concentrate. And on the back of the label, you might see a bunch of ingredients like total fat, carbohydrates, and then you'll see the protein. But you'll see much higher content in each of them, right? But you'll see 25 grams of protein. Now, that's not very accurate, right? You scoop it out, you're thinking you're getting 25 grams of protein, but, right, with a concentrate, its purity is actually only 20 to 80% of protein, right, in that content. But let's say, for example, you're scooping out 100 grams of protein from a concentrate, right? Well, only 20 to 80% of that is going to be protein, right? Basically 20 to 80 grams out of the 100 grams of protein that you scooped out and consumed is not exactly 100 grams. It could be within 20 to 80 grams of protein, right? Isn't that crazy, right? So the only differences between a concentrate and an isolate is concentrate is only going to give you, not the purest of protein when you're scooping it out, and an isolate gives you about 90% of the content that you get out of protein. So it makes an isolate much more better in terms of quality and how much protein you're getting out of it, right? So, it could be a little bit more expensive, but that the investment that you make is gonna set you up very, very, right? And so there's two more left, right? So now we got casein, which is gonna be slow digested. Casein is gonna be slow digested, right? You typically take that at night, and casein is a slow protein, meaning its release of proteins takes time to break down in your body and feed it muscles. So typically the window is 8 hours of a release of protein being fed for your muscles when you go to sleep at night, right? So the time release is that long. And casein, right, it's going to go hand in hand. It's just as time release is a lot more longer, and you typically take it at night, right? And then guys, in the final one is going to be a plant-based protein. Now, of course, if you guys are lactose intolerant, an isolate ain't going to be the one for you. You're probably going to, if you guys are on a plant-based diet, well, then a plant-based protein is going to be perfect for you. Even if you're lactose, right? It's going to be perfect for you. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, and it's vegan, obviously. And you're not going to find any peanuts or shellfish or eggs or any of that in there, any milk that's going to cause you to be allergic to it, right? Or soy. So it's perfect, it's clean, and you can add it within your diet. And that protein goes hand in hand. It's an isolate and is high quality, right? So a few examples of some proteins that you guys can actually find, Isoflex, Rule 1, right? C-Bones protein, right? You'll find Precision, right? All those proteins are very, very high quality that you guys can get online or in your local supplement store, right? All those are very high quality, right? Very, very, very high quality, and you guys can get them from there, right? So that's the end of the video, guys. I wanted to inform you guys on that protein, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked the video, if you felt like it was informative, I would greatly appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, leave a comment on any feedback that you have for me, right? Any feedback that you have for me, and I appreciate you guys, and the support would be crazy. And just supporting me along this journey. I'm gonna get better each time, just getting used to the videos, and we're gonna keep positive energy. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep getting better. If you guys have any questions, shoot me a text at 726-223-0253. I'll help you guys with whatever you guys need, any questions that you guys have for me. And other than that, I appreciate you guys staying tuned to the video, and until next time, guys, you guys keep killing it, keep crushing it, stay motivated, stay consistent, stay positive, and let's go!